There's two different classifications of motivation. Number one, this is the horse. The horse is motivated by fear. They fear the whip. They're running away from the whip. They're motivated by not getting struck, getting hit with the spur. The most a horse can ever really achieve or get to is just not getting what they're trying to avoid. That's the most. The second one is the dog. And the dog is motivated by hunger. The horse is running away from pain, from something it wants to avoid. The dog is running towards the rabbit, whatever it wants its next meal to be. And there's a big difference between the production of these two types of people. I think when you're new and you're first coming onto the team, everyone kind of starts out almost like, deep down, everyone starts out as a horse, because most people just, they're wanting to avoid being poor ever again. And that's basically it. And you can achieve that here, being motivated by fear. If the most that you really motivates you is not coming in last, you can achieve that by being a horse. But you're not going to win every month. And you're not going to make a ton of money. This is what Taylor was talking about to the advisors in that knockdown drag out the other day. He's like, where's your vision? What's pulling you? The dog is pulled, the horse is pushed. Does this make sense?
That makes sense.
I would say 2017 and most of 2018, I would be that horse, and I was making just enough to I'm sick, I'm not going to be poor anymore. But now I've elevated to a different spot where it's like, well, that's just a silly motivation. I literally can't be poor anymore. But now, how am I going to never write commercial again? Well, there's not a fear involved in that. It's a pull. I'm motivated by the things that are on my vision. I'm motivated and I'm pulled. I'm drawn towards doing things that no one wants to do because my vision is so clear and it just pulls me. I'm so hungry for it. And if we're all going to be honest with ourselves, I think if I asked everyone in the room which one you are right now, I think all of us would be like, oh, I'm a dog. Like, I'm a dog. But honestly, if we look at behaviors and activities, that's how you, what's the fruit say? It's like we have a lot of horses that need to move over and become dogs. Puppies. Puppies. You know, if you spent this entire week and you haven't hit your projections, but then we look at okay, how many referrals have you gotten? Have you tried to get? How many outbound calls have you made? How many deals have you gone through that were lost from other advisors? And it's like, well, none. Well, dude, you're not a dog. You're not hungry enough. You're not being pulled enough. You're probably a horse. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, it's not enough. At least for most people in this room, it's not enough. So I think this is probably a good thing for us to ask ourselves, which one am I behaving like? Because in the end, if it looks like one of those, then that's what you are. If you haven't, get pretty clear on what you want and what you're willing to do to get it, and then just do it. And if you're not motivated enough to do the things that no one wants, everyone's motivated by this, but they're not motivated by the things it takes to get those. So if you're not doing those, you need to take a look at what's motivating you, or what you say is on your vision board, because it's not pulling you enough if you're not doing those things. Big difference between the horse and the dog.